In 2023, modern day golf equipment has never been more expensive. In today's video, we're going to discuss, are the big golf brands just getting a little bit greedy, and should you potentially go and buy something that's a little bit more budget, a little bit more affordable, yet still gives you the performance, still gives you the enjoyment for more than half the price. Hi everyone, my name is James Robinson, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you do consider hitting that subscribe button. Today we're going to practice. We're going to play a little bit of a scramble. We have myself and we have Mr. Dennis. Chris, how are you?
Very average.
We're going to have a discussion about, obviously we've got the Callaways, we've got the TaylorMades of the world, we've got other big brands, Mizuno, and I don't think at the moment, irons wise, I don't think there's a lot in it. So there's brands such as Calais. Today we've got the Takomo 301 CBs. Chris, you've got the MBs in the bag. You've also got the Skyforger wedges in the bag, which we're just going to review on. And then we go into balls, and there's brands like Seed, there's brands like Snell, which we do have in the buggy as well there. And all these clubs and balls perform pretty well. Are the big brands just getting a little bit greedy? As I say that, we're both going to hit our Callaway drivers up this 10th hole. Guys, go in the comments below. We're going to play a handful of holes, Texas Scramble. We are practicing for something pretty huge, something pretty epic actually. What can we score over a par 3, par 4, par 5? And let us know, what do you think about the price of golf clubs at the minute? Do you think they should be cheaper? Do you think the big brands such as Callaway, TaylorMade, Mizuno are just getting a little bit kind of, I can charge it so I will? Or is it all down to the R&D that these brands do pay? Nice, Chris. That is a great shot. So you see guys, when you go to your local pro shop and you go and get fitted for golf clubs, do you have a budget in mind, or are you just thinking, I'm going to go and get the best golf clubs fitted for me? I need to make sure I get the right shaft. I need to make sure I get the right loft. I'm a big believer that you should get fitted for your golf clubs if you're serious about golf. But then if you have a budget in mind, where do you go then? Because a lot of these brands are online only, straight to consumer. Middle of fairway, that, Chris.
The middle of the club face for me.
For a change. So guys, have you ever bought golf clubs that are straight to consumer, straight to customer? Like I said, we've got Tacomos in here, we've got Takomo bags as well, like these. I mean, it's just a bag, but it's a little bit cheaper than if you wanted a TaylorMade, a Titleist, a Callaway pencil bag. What would you do with the money that you save if you were to go and buy a more budget set of golf clubs? The one thing, we've set off quick there. I'll tell you what, not only have I done him for distance, but I think I've done him for the line as well here. I mean, we are on the same team today.
Well, I'm going to say, it's not a good start.
It's not. We need to put our own pride aside here, and just let me just drive past Chris's ball and just go to the middle of the fairway. Just 30 yards there. But I honestly believe as well that when you start talking about drivers, fairway woods, hybrids, that's when you really struggle to see a more budget brand, a straight consumer brand that can get a performing golf club. When you talk about irons, wedges, and even golf balls like the Seed golf balls, the Kirkland golf balls, the Snell golf balls, they're all good, aren't they? They all do a pretty good job.
I think you're wrong with hybrids.
Why?
11.
Yeah, actually, fair enough. The 11 hybrid you can get for £75 a pop, whereas if you go and get the latest Stealth or TSR or anything like that, then it's going to cost you probably 3 times that.
Yeah, we did use them a couple of weeks ago, and the longer ones, your 3 iron, your 4 iron, your 5 iron, perform just as good for the similar price of these irons. But yeah, when you get into the woods, especially the driver, there isn't really a budget driver that performs.
Why do you think that is? Do you reckon that's because the big brands have put so much money into the R&D that actually they just struggle to get the ball speed?
It must be in the R&D, it must be obviously getting all that technology that they obviously improve on every year. It's going to get to a max of how fast it can come off, but maybe that's just where they're missing. But that's again where you're paying, if you're losing 10 yards with a driver, but unfortunately it's probably more than 10 yards.
Yeah.
If we go budget driver, you're probably losing, what, 30 yards maybe?
Yeah, the big thing I see people struggle with is spin rate. They can't get the spin rate low enough.
Yeah.
Great strike.
And also one thing is sound with a driver. Comment below, sound of a budget driver, you could tell it a mile off.
I'm going to go same club as Chris, try and just play it down a little bit. The big thing I like about these clubs is you do get the versatility. You can still play it down. You can still get all that good stuff, and they still feel good. They're a forged club. I'm speaking primarily here about the Takomo 301 CBs. I know Chris has got the MBs in the bag at the moment. They just look great, don't they? They are forged 20C. I don't know what that means, but it must be a kind of steel. We have KBS shafts in there. We have Lampkin grips. Realistically, I don't know what much more you would want for that money. Now, can we make a birdie on this par 4? That's just out to the right a touch. Then we missed the green there, Chris.
Yeah, the green is awaiting. That, unfortunately, is not the club, it is us.
So it's a really interesting debate as well, because when we talk about technology in golf clubs, and especially irons, we talk about hollow bodies, we talk about CBs, MBs. Generally, you're not going to get much technology in a CB or an MB. It's just a kind of forged head. But then you look at the hollow bodies, you've got the 101Ts, you've got TaylorMade P770s, huge price differences, the Ping i500, the Ping i525s, the Callaway Apexes. Again, massive price differences to 101Ts or from the Cali 01Ts as well, which are very similar. And then when we talk golf balls, technology in golf balls, we have urethane covers, we have 3-piece balls, we have Surline covers, we have 2-piece balls, we have Ionoma covers. But realistically, when you do get a decent golf ball like this is a Seed SD01, pretty good golf ball, nice cover on it, does pretty much what you want it to do for a very fraction of the price of a Pro V1 or a Chrome Soft.
Yeah, plenty of options. They've not just got one kind of thing, have they?
Also, yes, that was the best attempt that we did have to this green from down there. Not our best stuff, but Chris. Oh. We've just done a video on these wedges and you're really enjoying them, aren't you?
I am, and I'm enjoying a 60 with 10
Was
degrees
that
of bounce.
out of the middle as well? Oh, look at that.
Unfortunately, actually no, the driver was, the iron was, I actually hit it too far, and the wedge was.
Right,
And we're still only going to make a par.
who knows, I might hole it.
Well, true. Oh, it's a good one.
Tell you what, turn. Ah.
Oh.
I liked it in the air.
But-
I think you can't really get as well as a good budget putter. I know a lot of people say,
Yeah.
well, there's no real technology in putters, but for me, a putter has to feel nice, it has to feel consistent, and I think you need a really, really nice milling on a putter or a nice insert just to make sure that it does feel consistent more than anything. You'll see I've got the Toulon Las Vegas, and for me, it's a really nice putter. I really like the feel of it, and it's performed pretty well for me over time. If I had like a Costco putter, saying that the Kirkland's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, I was about to say that. The Kirkland one did perform as good as you'd get, but still not the same.
Golf shouldn't be this expensive, should it? Right, that is a par on the opening par 4. We've now got a lovely par 3, my favourite hole on this golf course. And for me, it's really interesting because Kirkland, obviously the Costco element, that's almost like an anomaly for me, almost like there's a kind of exit to every rule, as it were. And Costco can obviously afford to make loss leaders to get people into Costco because Kirkland's a subdivision of the Costco brand, isn't it? But realistically, if they can afford to do it, why can't these other multi-million-pound or billion-pound corporations do it and make cheaper golf clubs and make golf more accessible for all? I think it's really, really good that there are so many brands now coming to the market that are making golf a lot more accessible, and in doing so, making golf a little bit cooler, I think, as well. Right, little 6. Cut. Keep coming. Right, Chris, what have you got?
A little 6. Little 6, flight 1 in.
Keep coming. It's another missed green between us. I'm not sure we're practicing very well for this upcoming event.
Up and down.
Interesting thing though, if you play a bad shot with a club that doesn't cost you as much, do you feel better about it?
I don't know, it's a lot of thinking.
Right guys, not the best shots into this par 3. It's been a long day of filming actually, but I wanted to get this video out and I wanted to kind of have this discussion with everyone as well, because get in the comments below and let me know, what do you think? Is golf too expensive? Should the bigger brands be charging a little bit less potentially? I know inflation's gone up and everything's a little bit more expensive nowadays, but if some brands can do it, why don't others? That bloke waits for us to come up here filming, then starts his lawnmower, doesn't he?
Yes.
Right. It's another masterclass. Oh, Chris.
We chased off.
To say we didn't really give those irons the time of day.
Bit toey.
Yeah,
But not bad. Not bad at all.
not for the price.
Nice. Come on. Dive, dive, dive. Right, I'll give you the honour. There's a good chip there.
Yeah, very nice. It actually dug in more than anticipated, which, with what you could call a budget ball and a budget wedge, I'm quite happy with. Guys, have we left any brands out here? I know there must be loads out there. There's some which a lot of people are asking me to test, and I'm going to get around to do so. But for me, if you can just save yourself some money, invest in your lessons, invest in green fees or your membership, that's got to be healthier for your golf than just having the latest and greatest all singing, all dancing, weighted fairway hybrid thing. So guys, one of the things which some of the bigger brands do, they are very revolutionary. Look at TaylorMade bringing out the mini driver. Some may say that's not revolutionary. They may say, actually, that's an older driver just being brought back to life. But you look at the technology that's in it with the speed channel, with the twist face, with all the rest, and I do really like that. And that is a little bit cheaper, a little bit more affordable, but they're so hard to get. You've got to be on it when they release it, or you're not going to get one. The obvious point in this video is the marketing budget that these big brands do have. So obviously Rory McIlroy will get millions, Tiger Woods will get millions, Justin Thomas will get all these big name players will get millions and millions of dollars. And that unfortunately goes on the bottom line of the golf clubs you are buying. Will some of the smaller brands start to do that? I would hope not. Oh, that's down there, Chris. Should get on here in two. We now have a par 5. Can we try and get under par for this video? Oh, that is massive. That was out of the middle, wasn't it?
2 out of the middle in a row.
You see, I'd love to see you put that exact golf swing on a budget driver and see what happened.
Yeah, I mean, often the case is obviously another centred strike, consistent, but often it's spin rate, isn't it? Spin rate, the sound obviously is a little bit, and again, the finish isn't always great. Yet to see, obviously, a budget driver that looks good, sounds good, and performs good, but that's the endless search.
The best we probably got was the PXG, wasn't it? The PXG I got for just over, was it 130 quid or something like that? And that really was a fantastic club. But that was obviously kind of marketing strategy from PXG, because they were really well known for being the most expensive, the best. You've never played golf like this, boom. But then they released a really cheap one, which was really good. So it shows the brands can do it.
If they want.
If they want. Chris, that's a massive drive down into the wind on the par 5. Are we going to go a more budget orientated iron, or are you going?
How far do you think we've got?
About 220 downwind, downhill.
Oh, 4.
Because interestingly, that's the best club in your bag at the moment, isn't it?
It is, but it could go too far. This is not what.
Would it be worth the money though? That's the question.
Right, tee in.
Nice. Keep cutting. Right, it's a nice big high fade, 4 iron. Let's give ourselves a chance at eagle. Keep coming.
Feeding.
Keep coming. Bang on line. See when that's finished. Right, Chris, we have one in the left-hand rough and one just down to the right, just shy of the bunker. Which one do we take to try and ideally hold it for eagle or get up and down?
I'm not going to lie, I was definitely going at that flag.
Well, I thought you might have been.
Yeah, I think we say that one over there, a nice little delicate.
Right, I'll pick yours up. Oh,
It's a birdie. We're under
it's
par.
a definite birdie.
We're
How much
under
spin you
par.
get on that? Spun to the side, didn't it?
I'm going to go for the slam dunk.
Right guys, we've got the definite birdie. Can Chris do the unthinkable? Release, release. Oh, it just spun on you. It's not a bad shot, but guys, that is a birdie, and that is 1 under par for 3 holes. Ooh. Guys, get in the comments below, let us know what do you think too. The idea of what we've been talking about, obviously, are the bigger brands getting a little bit greedy, are they? Are they trying to get a little bit too much profit out of the everyday golfer? And should you be going to these direct consumer brands on the internet to save yourself some money? Apart from that, guys, I'll see you all at the same time tomorrow. Don't be late.